Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another video. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you will be updated on all my future content. So this video is going to be a review of 3-digit by 2-digit multiplication using the Lattice method. So our first example problem is 745 times 23. I'm going to go through step by step how to solve that problem. So I have my Lattice method model drawn here. And I'm going to go through digit by digit. So starting out in the top right hand corner, I have each of the digits for 745 and each of the digits for 23. Each digit gets a box. We're going to start out by multiplying 5 times 2. Now our answer goes in the square, but each digit within our answer goes in a separate triangle. So 5 times 2 equals 10. So the number in the tens place goes in the top triangle. The number in the ones place goes in the bottom of the triangle. So I have a 1 in the top triangle, 0 in the bottom triangle. Next, I'm going to multiply 5 times 3. And the answer to 5 times 3 goes in this bottom square here. 5 times 3 equals 15. So 1 in the top triangle, 5 in the bottom triangle. Moving over. Next, I'm going to multiply 4 times 2. The answer to 4 times 2 is going to go in this top middle square here. 4 times 2 equals 8. Now, there's no number in the tens place for the number 8, so 0 in the top triangle, 8 in the bottom triangle. 4 times 3 equals 12. The answer to that goes in this square, 1 in the top triangle, 2 in the bottom triangle. Next, we're going to multiply 7 times 2. The answer to 7 times 2 is going to go in this square right here. 7 times 2 equals 14. 1 in the top triangle, 4 in the bottom triangle. Lastly, 7 times 3. The answer to 7 times 3 goes in this square here. 7 times 3 equals 21. 2 in the top triangle, 1 in the bottom triangle. So we've done all our multiplication for this problem. So now what we need to do is we have to add the numbers going across the diagonal lines. So we're adding all the numbers within the square, within the Lattice model, across the diagonal lines. So across this first diagonal line, the only number is 5. So we're going to put a 5 here. That represents the digit in the ones place. Next, in between these two diagonal lines, we have to add these three numbers together. We have to add 0 plus 1 plus 2. 0 plus 1 equals 1 plus 2 equals 3. So we're going to put a 3 here, and the number in between these diagonal lines represents the digit in the tens place. Next, representing the digit in the hundreds place, we have to add these three numbers together. We have to add 8 plus 1 plus 1. Plus 1. 1 plus 8 plus 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 8 equals 9, plus 1 equals 10, plus 1 equals 11. Now we would have to regroup just as any other time doing addition. So the 1 and 11 goes here in the hundreds place. The other 1 in the number 11 gets carried over to the thousands place. So next, we are adding 1 plus 0 plus 4 plus 2. 1 plus 0 equals 1, plus 4 equals 5, plus 2 equals 7. Next, going along the final diagonal line, all we have is a 1 there. And now we just read the number from left to right. So we have 745 times 23 equals 17,135. All right, I'm going to do one more example problem, and then we are going to call it a video. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Please hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. It's the Mr. C. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. Shout out to Mr. C. All right, 198 times 34. That'll be my next problem. Now for this second problem, you'll actually get to see me draw the Lattice model. So we need a square for each digit. So 3 digit by 2 digit, so we need 3 digits, 3 boxes going across and 2 boxes going vertically here. So 1, 2, 3 boxes going across and 2 going vertically. So on top, we're going to write 198. On the side, we have 34. Next, within each box, we have to draw a diagonal line across each box, turning our squares into triangles. And now we are ready to multiply. So we'll start out by multiplying 8 times 3. 8 times 3 equals 24. That answer goes in the top square here. And each digit within the answer goes in a separate triangle. So 2 in the top triangle, 4 in the bottom triangle. 8 times 4 is what we're going to multiply next. The answer to 8 times 4 is going to go in this bottom square. 8 times 4 equals 32. So 3 in the top triangle, 2 in the bottom triangle. Next, we're going to multiply 9 times 3. The answer to 9 times 3 is going to go in this square here. 9 times 3 equals 27. 2 in the top triangle, 7 in the bottom triangle. Next, we're multiplying 9 times 4. The answer to 9 times 4 is going to go in the bottom square right here. 9 times 4 equals 36. 3 in the top triangle, 6 in the bottom triangle. Next, we're going to multiply 1 times 3. The answer to 1 times 3 goes in this top square here. 1 times 3 equals 3. 0 in the top triangle, 3 in the bottom triangle. And finally, 1 times 4. The answer to 1 times 4 goes in this bottom square, bottom left-hand corner here. 0 in the top triangle, 4 in the bottom triangle. All right, so now we have to add the numbers going across the diagonal lines. So going across this diagonal line, we have the number 2. Now adding the numbers in between these two diagonal lines, 4 plus 3 equals 7, plus 6 equals 13, 3, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 equals 3, plus 7 equals 10, plus 3 equals 13, plus 4 equals 17. 7, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 equals 3, plus 3 equals 6, plus 0 still equals 6. And then we have a 0 going along this diagonal line. We could put it here or we could just leave it blank. But there's a 0 in the 10,000s place here. So we have our final answer. So we have a 6 in the thousands place, a 7 in the hundreds place, a 3 in the tens place, and a 2 in the ones place. So 198 times 34 equals 6,732. All right, that is my video for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought of the video, and if there is an area of math or reading that you're having difficulty with, put that in the comments and I will do a future video on that skill. Until next time, this is Mr. Camilleri signing off.